Hello, Taurus. I warmly welcome you to SHARO'N's Tarot. I'm really happy to have you here sharing this moment with me. Thank you for your energy, your trust, and for being part of this space. Remember that you are the one who creates your path. You have the power to build the future you desire. Take only what resonates with you in this reading, and simply let the rest flow without forcing it. This is a general reading, so you can watch it whenever you feel guided to. If you wish, you can also complement it with your rising sign or your moon sign for a more complete guidance. Now we are going to connect with the energy of the moment and receive the messages that your guides, your intuition, or your ancestors want to share with you, according to what you are going through, thinking, or feeling right now. Your first card is the Two of Pentacles, accompanied as well by the King of Pentacles. Let's see, the Three of Pentacles also appears. Taurus, there is something very special here connected to progress, resources, and money. It is very clear that there are still areas of your life that you can improve, and honestly, I do see you achieving that. But this can only happen if you handle everything calmly and patiently. Connect with what truly makes you happy, with what you are passionate about, and keep your feet firmly on the ground. There are already many good things you have accomplished so far, and if you are able to recognize and appreciate them, I see tremendous progress approaching your life. It is important that you let go of anything that causes you to fall into exaggerated fantasies or excessive worries. Like I was telling you before, there are already things you have achieved, and that remain with you. Those things are not going anywhere, Taurus, because up until now they have not disappeared. So there is no reason for you to think you are going to lose them. The Two of Pentacles also shows that, in a certain way, you carry peace within your heart. You have enjoyed pleasant moments, gone out, entertained yourself, shared time with other people, and that is something truly wonderful as well. On top of that, I see you facing problems with a very positive attitude. Of course, things could still improve even more, because life is always like that, but your cards clearly speak of progress. The Two of Pentacles also shows me that you are making important decisions related to money. There are things you no longer want to continue buying. The situation has changed for you. Maybe you cancel one subscription in order to replace it with another. Or perhaps something that once made you happy or felt useful no longer interests you as much, and now you want to invest in something different. And that is completely okay. It is something dynamic and healthy. That is why I see you beginning to buy different things from what you used to enjoy purchasing or investing in, even if they were simple expenses. And honestly, this looks very intelligent. It is quite a smart strategy. For some people, these decisions will involve much larger and more significant purchases. For others, they will be smaller changes, but emotionally they will still have a huge impact. At the end of the day, regardless of how much money is involved or how large the decisions are that you are making, what truly matters is the meaning those choices have for you and how they affect your peace of mind and emotional stability. And I do see you making the right decisions. I also understand that there are things you would like to buy because naturally, getting something nice always feels satisfying, and your sign enjoys living well. Taurus is a sign that deeply appreciates material things, but also from a spiritual connection, because you truly know how to value and make the most out of what you have. However, I see that what you currently possess is going to help you achieve something even better later on. It is not as if you are going to stay stuck only with what you already have. There are many more things you can still accomplish, Taurus. For now, enjoy what is already within your reach and what you may not yet be fully appreciating or using. There is some object in your home that I know you have not used yet, but that you want to start using and have kept putting off. Or there is some activity you are not currently doing that also holds a lot of value and could contribute greatly to your life. And I see that you will finally be able to do it or make use of something that is genuinely beneficial for you. Here there is a woman walking two little dogs, so everything related to your pets during this week seems to be resolved positively. Maybe someone will help you with them, or you will have the necessary resources to get them vaccinated, buy them something important, place a chip on them, or handle any matter related to their well-being. I definitely see something important connected to pets, especially dogs, although if you have cats, fish, or any other animal, it still applies. There is something positive you will be able to do for them. I also see something artistic connected to animals. You are a very artistic sign. If you paint, draw, or enjoy illustrations, I see something decorative or some kind of project related to animals that is going to brighten your home. I even feel that you could finish an artistic creation or project that specifically carries that theme. The King of Pentacles in this deck has a very feminine energy, because here the kings are represented almost as the final stage of feminine maturity, or different stages of evolution. So instead of a man appearing, there is a woman. But even so, I still interpret the King of Pentacles traditionally, the way I normally know it, as a masculine figure representing stability and success. Either way, this card truly represents you sitting on your throne, regardless of whether you are a man or a woman. And I am certain that you are going to achieve the improvements you have been looking for. I also see that the adjustments you are making regarding everything you consider valuable are going to help you tremendously. Choosing to work with certain people and not with others, deciding to use some materials while discarding others, or even things as simple as saying, "Today I'm going to cook with these fruits and not those," or "This onion works for me, but this one doesn't." Yes, something that simple. Or even if you manage large businesses, it can translate into decisions like, "I'm going to work with these suppliers and stop working with these others because they are no longer benefiting me." That is how life works. Everything is about movement, changes, and constant adjustments, no matter how large or small the decisions may be. But what I do see is that all those changes you are making are going to lead you toward feeling stable and fulfilled. What you truly need will begin manifesting itself for you. The King of Pentacles is a fantastic card. And because it is surrounded here by the 2 and the 3 of Pentacles, it shows me not only that you achieve what you are searching for, but also that you know how to manage and handle it properly because you have walked the necessary path to get there. And that is something very positive because I see that you have built, or are currently building, every single thing you obtain. And precisely because of that, you know how to value and manage it well. Because the most important part of obtaining something is not simply having it, but the process of building yourself up in order to achieve it. That process leaves a person with wisdom and experience, and when they finally obtain what they wanted, they already know how to handle it. It is very different when someone receives something overnight without effort. Many times they do not know how to use it or truly understand its value, and they end up wasting the opportunity. But when a person builds their own path, they become enriched not only by the final result, but also by every experience lived along the journey. And that transforms them into someone much stronger and more resilient. That is very characteristic of Taurus. I see in your cards that you possess something special that is not only connected to the final outcome, but also to all the experience and wisdom you have accumulated. And that is exactly why you know how to manage everything that enters your life so well. The 3 of Pentacles also represents leadership. You are going to be able to teach other people how to do what you do. On top of that, this card speaks of important meetings with people who will be beneficial for you, and an expansion in your network of contacts. And that carries enormous value. So everything you know, combined with the people you are about to meet, is going to help your life move forward even more. The 3 of Pentacles represents teamwork, collaboration, and concrete actions. Not just conversations, but real movement towards something genuinely important and necessary. That situation gets resolved. And here, the 3 of Pentacles carries a very magical energy. There is a woman reading cards, so it is possible that many of your own predictions will end up coming true. I understand that you also enjoy tarot, cartomancy, or spiritual readings, which is probably why you are watching this reading today. So everything related to cards, tarot, or predictions, whether they are readings you do for yourself, self-readings, or even readings from other people that you enjoy, has a strong tendency to manifest in your reality. It is like saying, what I saw in the cards actually ended up happening. The 3 of Pentacles shows me progress with other people, encounters you are going to have, and individuals you will meet who will have a more open mindset or who will genuinely do what they said they were going to do. You also have the Judgment card. And honestly, this card is excellent in this situation because it shows me that the conclusions you have reached are correct. Do not change them or modify them unless it is absolutely necessary or something becomes extremely obvious. Judgment indicates that something is already decided, something has already been chosen, and it is very likely to work out. In other cases, I also see moments like these coming for you, moments of clarity, so-called aha moments or eureka moments, when suddenly everything clicks and you think, oh, that's how it is. I wasn't seeing it before. The Japanese also call it a satori moment, a kind of illumination where understanding suddenly arrives. And this is exactly what I see coming for you. This card shows that you will experience moments of mental clarity. It also indicates that information will be revealed, the true intentions of other people will come to light, or even opportunities will be revealed to you if you actively look for them. If you go after them, I clearly see them crossing your path. I also see that you will find something material this week that you need, because it will literally appear or be revealed to you. This is a Plutonian card. It represents something that was hidden, covered, or stored away, but now comes to the surface. And that will allow you to move forward. Taurus, let's pull more cards. I see the 9 of Cups, and it is a very positive card, a very good sign. Look, this animal will be significant for you. The macaw. The macaw is commonly found in regions like Venezuela, Colombia, and nearby areas. I am not entirely sure if it is also common in Mexico, but it is especially present in those regions. And I see that this animal will be a meaningful sign for you. It is very possible that you will see it, receive images of it, or be given artwork or representations of macaws. For you, this animal represents freedom, joy, liveliness, and also success in communication and speech, because, well, it is a talking bird, laughs. So I see success for you in communication and expression. The 9 of Cups shows me that things will flow smoothly, at least the matters that are already resolved or in process. And Taurus, what is not yet resolved, the problems you are currently carrying, also need lightness. The ability to make something heavy feel light is very difficult to achieve, but I do see that you can do it. You can do it because it is free. It is something you can choose internally. You can decide not to cling to pain. So if something is not working, do not hold on to the suffering. Allow things to fall under their own weight, and do everything you can. And what you cannot control, let it flow. The 6 of Wands also shows success. Here appears a woman moving forward quickly, and behind her there is a lotus flower. The lotus is known for regeneration, miracles, purity, and rebirth. It is a flower that grows in water, and is associated with detoxification and cleansing. So I see success and brightness in your life emerging from something that begins to purify, something that starts improving and functioning better. Honestly, even though I was telling you to let situations flow even when there are problems, your cards do not show anything you will not be able to overcome. On the contrary, several cards show ease and support. I see that everything will arrive on time. I do not sense major delays, heavy suffering, or strong obstacles, and that is very positive. Taurus, I also see that you are letting go of things that no longer serve you. Sometimes people cling to a single path even when it makes them feel bad, because they believe it is the only option or the only way forward. But there are many ways to move ahead. I see you releasing something that was not serving you spiritually. I also see a lot of positive energy around you, because your cards do not show anyone trying to manipulate you, do witchcraft against you, or block your path. The Hermit card appears here. And in part, this explains things. You have distanced yourself from people you felt had bad intentions, especially those who were trying to block your progress, or who you felt were not contributing positively to your life. Right now, your social circle is quite small, but the people who remain are genuinely good. What is missing at this point is expanding that circle again, but in a healthier way. Because in one way or another, you have already come out of many complicated situations. So I do see you meeting people who are on the same wavelength as you. People with sincere hearts, without negative intentions or hidden agendas. People who are focused on their own lives but can also accompany you, support you, and help you. I clearly see you starting to meet new people, Taurus. Wherever you go, you will make new contacts, just as I mentioned before. Because you have already distanced yourself from people whose energy was not aligned with yours or whose intentions were not good for you. And yes, you are currently less social than before. Other people may even be wondering why that is happening. But the truth is that both your mind and your body have intuitively rejected social circles that would not have been good for your future. The Hermit also shows that there is a task or process still in development. It is somewhat slow and demanding, but it will turn out very well. So support yourself through this path. Keep your body and mind as fresh and balanced as possible while you finish this ongoing process. Now the Eight of Wands appears. I see that you are going to communicate with someone. Let me pull another card to clarify what this Eight of Wands refers to. Yes, I see it clearly. This communication will resolve a problem or help you obtain what you are looking for, because the Three of Cups appears here as well. So I see something very positive coming through a message, a call, or a specific action you take. So do it. The Eight of Wands shows that knocking on a door does not guarantee entry, but you still have to try. And if it happens, it happens. If not, something else will come. Life is dynamic, and we cannot stay frozen. Look, a Christmas tree appears here, which suggests that in December, late December 2025, you were left with the feeling that you needed to talk to someone. Maybe you met with family or friends, and something was left unfinished in conversation. And now I see that this is gaining importance again. It is starting to become relevant once more. Things that were said in December, perhaps in a moment of emotion or excitement, are now beginning to unfold in reality. I see this energy activating or speeding up. It is also very possible, Taurus, that someone you became friends with in December, someone who helped you during that period at the end of 2025, now wants to talk to you again, message you, or call you. Or you may realize that these people are actually fulfilling what they said they would do. Let's see what else appears. The Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, the World, the Six of Swords, Strength, and the Two of Wands appear. Well, things get quite melancholic here, Taurus. And the Lover's card also shows up. As always, I will give you two perspectives, and you choose the one that makes the most sense for your situation. Because I understand that every person's circumstances are different. But there is a strong sense of nostalgia here, a desire to be with someone. And I know you are focused on other things right now and probably do not need to dwell on this, but I will tell you so you can see how powerful your intuition is. Your intuition shows me that there is someone you no longer speak to who is very far from you. It could be another country, another city, or another town. Yes, there is geographical distance. Depending on your situation, one of you moved away. But in your cards, I clearly see someone who no longer lives in the same place as you. There was tension, disagreement, and conflict. The Knight of Swords represents arguments and clashes. Even if in this deck the imagery looks softer. There were problems with this person. There was conflict, and then silence. A long silence where each of you went your separate ways. And honestly, this can last for years. It is a closed cycle. That is why I am telling you this more to show you how strong intuition can be when there is a deep energetic connection with someone. But I see this as a completely separate chapter that is already finished. You are on your path, and this person is on theirs. I see that this person is currently calm. I do not sense anxiety in their heart. It feels like they are slowly moving away from past memories, but there is still a strong emotional attachment toward you, Taurus. And here appears the Strength card. I mean, when I also started pulling cards to see whether this person had been left with any kind of resentment or not, the Strength card shows me that it is as if he or she had ended up embracing that experience, that past. There is no discomfort or bitterness at all. In fact, what I see is something completely different. Here appear the Lover's card and the Two of Wands. What this person is feeling is more like a sense of longing, an idealization, almost an emotional utopia. When we distance ourselves too much from something we desire, we tend to idealize it. I see that the drama is fading for this person, the argument is dissolving, the complicated part is being forgotten. And what remains is the strongest thing that can remain. Something that does not break even with time, love. Because often, hatred and pain gradually dissolve. They are intense energies, yes, very high impact, but over time they lose strength. On the other hand, the energy of pain, sadness, or resentment needs to be constantly maintained in order to survive. But love is different. Love is one of the few energies that does not disappear with time. Love is beautiful precisely because it does not need to be constantly fed in order to exist. When it is real, it simply stays there. And I see that for this person. The conflict has already faded. And now what remains are thoughts like, what happened to Taurus? Where is Taurus? What is Taurus doing? And yes, I see that this person is far away, traveling or living in another city, another place, but even so, To this day, they still feel attraction and affection for you. In other words, you still hold an important place in their heart. If this person could speak to you, they would. It is very clear, it can be felt. The Strength card together with the Two of Wands shows me exactly that. It is very possible that this person, even if you are currently single, will end up meeting you again over the course of months or even years. You are not expecting this, but when something is meant for you, it simply comes to you, Taurus. And I see that this person is indeed meant for you. And at some point you will cross paths again or meet once more. There is a strong sense of longing despite the distance. And as I was saying, time has already passed, and it is as if the pain has lost its intensity. It is like when someone says, "Why did I argue about this? Why did I let something go over something that wasn't really worth it?" And that is exactly what I see this person thinking. Now, if you are currently in a romantic relationship and you are with someone, the cards show that things are going to improve for both you and your partner. Because if you are already in a relationship, I see future plans, I see intention to stay together, to improve the relationship, and to strengthen the bond. There is love and genuine affection. Of course, there are sometimes arguments, as in any relationship, but then one realizes that it was not something so serious, especially if there has not been any betrayal or a truly major issue. I see that your partner truly wants to improve things, wants to move forward with you, and continue building something positive. When I say they want to change, I mean they want to keep doing things well and evolve with you. So I see continuity in the relationship, union, and I do not see breakup or separation. If you are completely single right now, the cards do show supportive and romantic energy. I feel that there is someone who wants to be with you. And deep down you also sense it, you intuit it, you may even know who it is. And if this resonates with you, I see that this person can indeed come into your life clearly. Regarding the zodiac signs appearing in your reading, Taurus is very strong, not only because of you, but also because of other people who share your energy, your way of thinking, and your way of acting. I also see Capricorn as an allied and supportive energy. Virgo also appears among the earth signs. Gemini appears with a beautiful energy, and I see it again as someone intelligent thinking about you. Pisces is also present. Capricorn appears again, and Aquarius shows up as well. Cancer also appears in the reading, and finally Libra and Scorpio are connected with the energy of the Judgment card. Principio del Formulario. Thank you, Taurus, for sharing this reading with me here at SHARO'N's Tarot. I hope these messages brought you clarity, guidance, or simply a little light to your path. Remember to keep only what resonates with you and release the rest with love. Trust your intuition, because it is always guiding you to where you need to be. If you enjoyed this reading, you can subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell to keep receiving more messages from the universe. I send you lots of beautiful energy, protection, and abundance. See you in the next video, and remember, nothing is a coincidence, everything arrives at the perfect time.